Hey guys, StarCraft here, and well, things kind of got a little long today, so I couldn't think of much to review, but I did get one idea. A few days ago, I played through the Resident Evil 2 remake demo, the one shot where you only have 30 minutes to either play through until the end or reach the end. I actually made it to the end with about less than 5 minutes left to spare, which is why I'm not showing any of the footage. I didn't record any beforehand, and I can't get any more now because, well, less than 5 minutes, not going to get me much else done. But I will say this: my God, is the game good? I mean, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, all the way back. Even before I never had a PlayStation, even back when those games came out, I wanted to play them. And then by having an N64 and Resident Evil 2 came out, I got Resident Evil 2. That was the first Resident Evil game I've ever played, was Resident Evil 2 on the N64. So kind of fitting, coming full circle almost. And I gotta say, from what I played with the demo, it looks so good. But after Resident Evil 2 on the N64, which some say is the better version, yes, they had to cut a few corners here and there, but then they added stuff. And the polygon rate, back when you actually cared about those things, was actually very, very well done. The best out of it. This is back when N64 was a cartridge, so you could actually get much more power out of it. People forget that point. But anyway, and then I eventually got Resident Evil, the remake, on the GameCube. Very good. I'll get back to that when comparing that with this new one. Resident Evil 0, love that game as well. Really do appreciate it. I have basically played ever since then, every Resident Evil game with some exceptions. Survivor, never played. Any of those spin-off games, never played. Code Veronica X is the one I really, really want to play, but I don't have a system for it, and it's yet to be ported to PC, because I'm mostly a PC guy now these days. But yeah, I've gotten just about everything. And yes, I've even played 3. I got my own ways of getting it through the PC version. Don't judge me. Trust me, as soon as a 3 remake comes out, what I have is gone, I will put that up there. Or if they port it or whatever, I will get it. Anyway, though, and then of course all the way up through 4, I really enjoyed 4. 4 was a great game. 5, look, my favorite villain in all of the games is Wesker. And up throughout all DC Douglas did a great job as Wesker. But then the way they finished him off felt so cheap, especially when Code Veronica X revealed you have plasma rifles, linear launchers in these games to blast it, and he can take out his rocket launchers while in a volcano, which he's showing to survive. What a jump way to go! But overall, it just felt too actiony. Felt like they were trying to rush everything down to closure to end everything. And 6, you feel like they were trying to get back on track, and yet at the same time also appeal to the action fans. They were trying to make sure everyone's happy, and when you do that, no one's happy. And unfortunately, it has its charm for me, but it's not that good. Then 7 has been a return to form. I love it. I found it so creepy as hell. I mean, it was just so like, wow. And doing it in a first-person point of view in a way that works, it was great. It felt like, wow, this is what we wanted. And now, with this remake, oh good Lord. It feels like everything great from Resident Evil 7 mixed in with all the greatness of Resident Evil 2. It felt like a return to scariness. There are changes so far in this demo, yes. But it feels like they were good changes. Much like the remake of the first one, where they expanded things and they rearranged stuff. From what I understand, they're going to be having there's no Claire A, Leon B, Claire A. Instead, you can choose which character to start off as, and they both basically go their own routes, taking a bit from both their A and B's respectives, adding it together. Like, both will actually be able to deal with Mr. X, who has a nice little hat from what I've seen. Things like that nature. Each one will have something, and I'm hoping that also means that both of them will have to deal with Chief Irons in their own respective way. I mean, it looks like they're both confronting him at the same time. I find that interesting. I find that cool. You have Ada back, and she's played a bit more like the bitchy, secret agent, which, okay, don't mind. She's not trying to put on a cover. And you have things like that. You have Annette Birkin, who seems to be more of a, even more crazed out and being a villain and being paranoid. I think that's nice. But anyway, back to the gameplay, sorry. The gameplay don't seem very good. It's using the behind the camera shot that some of the more recent games have done, but it works. For one, you're actually following them along as they basically get to, you follow them along, but the setting looks so good. The lighting looks so creepy. And the zombies, you'd think with the third person point of view, oh, you can get an instant headshot in there, down for the count. Nope. Which leads to my one complaint actually about this game. These zombies are way too bullet spongy. I mean, I get it. They want to make them tougher. But it's like, unless you get a guaranteed headshot, you don't know if they're dead. Now, one thing I will like though in retrospect though, in connection to that though, is that the zombies are much better at playing possum. There were so many times where I just kept walking right up, saying like, okay, he's down. Now, with the lighting the way it is, you can't see pool of blood at a dead giveaway like you used to. So I'm saying like, okay, he's dead. Grabs me, jeez, like that. It was like, oh crap. And then, I went through it all, kept thinking like, okay, am I stumbling around? Am I going to make it to the end? Is there an end point? I mean, there has to be an end point. And then as I'm going around, obviously I'm missing out on a lot of the secrets, and I understand there's a lot of secrets, but I'm just like, no, just keep going. Eventually, once I got the knife, and then I started using it on the zombies, and I started seeing some zombies like hunched over, I decided, screw it, ching, 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 ching. Yep, and they would get up, and I would just keep slashing them until they stayed dead, which, that felt very satisfying. And then, again, the changes they made were pretty good changes. Like, you're going to a different route, and this time in there, I also like how the cop that you meet, I completely forget his name, but, the black cop you saw in it, I like how he has more of a role and just simply like, looks like your party's been canceled, or looks like Chris is gone. And basically, he seems to have more of a role, which he was always supposed to, and I'm grateful for that. And again, some of the little changes, like someone told Chris and Leon, I'm sorry, I butchered the name, Leon, not to show up, and then he decided, no, I'm going to check out. I haven't heard anything. What's going on over there? Claire, we don't know much about what's her from the demo, etc., etc. Again, very good. The zombies felt very tough. It still feels like survival horror. That's what it feels like. It feels like Resident Evil 2 brought the scariness back. This one felt like, in general to the franchise, this one feels like it's bringing it to what 6 should have done. As opposed to keeping the action, like, no, it's basically saying, okay, we'll keep the camera dynamic of those last few games, but we're going to keep the toughness of it so that it can still be scary. And it was scary. There was a few times that I legitimately jumped that weren't jump scares. I was like, moments like that, I legitimately freaked. But my favorite part of it was the trailer. Now, I've already seen this, obviously, but I'm going to have it shown up. So let's check it out right here. I'll play it alongside on here.
I want to find out what's happening here.
She's the one at Umbrella responsible for unleashing the virus.
See what I was saying?
God only knows what's down here.
Okay. Oh, the alligator is back.
I'll get you, you fucker!
Okay, I admit that's not Allison Court, but they got a pretty good replacement. The voice acting strike, what are you gonna do?
The whole place is coming down.
Damn good idea.
Oh. Plus,
This is
Hunk. Yes, Hunk.
We're all wiped out.
So great to see Hunk and what's this? Tofu. Yeah, seriously, I am so glad Tofu is back. And yeah, I am so glad Hunk and Tofu are back in here. They are not DLCs. They are actually unlockable. And yeah, I am so glad, because I'm pretty sure people would have rioted if they had done that. But seriously, this game, it looks so good. It looks like it was well worth the wait. I know some people have had some difficulty with the demo and all that, but for me, I had a great time. It felt like true Resident Evil. Again, the zombies being bullet spongies really put me off, but I understand why they did it, because you don't want to go with guaranteed headshots, things like that. But overall, yeah, I recommend it. Pre-order it if you can. Get it when you can. Whatever you want to do, but get it. Well, that's me. That's what I got for today. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully with a review or something. But yeah, seriously,